Hi guys, welcome back to the channel. I hope you all are doing absolutely well. Guys, in today's video, we are going to cover the topic boats and streams. So guys, this topic is kind of very related to time and distance topic. Okay, so you will notice that when we will solve this questions related to boats and stream, at many places we will use the speed formula that is speed equals to distance upon time. Okay, this formula, that is speed equals to distance upon time. So let's understand what is boats and stream, what are the important formulas, then we will be taking one by one questions which are important. See, first of all, you have to understand this terminology that I am teaching you. Let's suppose that there is a boat, okay, there is a stream. Now a stream of what? A stream of water, and then there is an island. Okay, now if the boat is rowing or moving towards this island, okay, so there can be two things. Okay, first of all, there is a term called as downstream. Okay, downstream, and there is a term called as upstream. Okay, so for example, if this boat is moving from this current position towards the island, okay, and the water is moving in this direction, okay, so in that case the upstream formula or upstream speed will be equals to what? The speed of the boat minus your stream, stream speed. So this is your boat speed, this is your stream speed. On the other hand, if the let's suppose that this is our stream, okay, and this is our boat, okay, this is our boat, and stream is flowing in this direction and your boat is also going in this direction. So in this case it will be called as downstream, okay, because both are going in the same direction. So in this case your formula for downstream will be boat speed plus the speed of the stream, okay, b plus s. Okay, so there are two important formulas, one is downstream speed and one is upstream speed. I hope this is very clear to you. So guys, let's look at this question. The question says a man can swim 3 km per hour in still water if the velocity of the stream be 2 km per hour. The time taken by him to swim to a place 10 km upstream and back is what? So basically we need to find out the time taken, which means t. T is the value that we need to find out. Now you must be thinking that in boats and stream topic, like we have just understood two formulas as of now. One was like the speed of boat minus like the speed of stream when, and then the other one was speed of boat plus speed of stream. And this formula was for upstream speed, and then this one was for downstream speed, right? So as such, we have not seen any formula which is for time. Okay, so guys, we have to use this formula of speed, which was speed equals to distance upon time, right? So in this formula, we have the time value as what? Distance upon speed, right? So we are going to use this only to find our time value. But before that, we need to deduce some values. So let's, as a step one, what we will do is we will note down the data that is given to us. The first data that is given to us is a man can swim 3 km per hour. So I will note that the speed of man is 3 km per hour, okay, which is given to me. Next thing that is given to us is if the velocity of the stream be 2 km per hour. This means what? This means speed of stream, okay, velocity and speed is same thing. So stream speed is given to us as 2 km per hour. The time taken by him to swim to a place 10 km upstream and back is, now this is what? 10 kilometers is basically the distance that is given to us, okay. So we have this much of data and we need to find out this time value. Now most of you, or if you have not prepared well, you might directly, what you will try to do is you will try to substitute the values in this formula itself and will try to find out a solution, but you will end up making mistake. See, just understand that time taken is basically what? The time taken by him to swim to a place and upstream and back. Basically, if he is starting from point A and point B, there is one point B. So the time taken basically that you have to find out is from A to B and then again from B to A. Okay, that is what is given here. The time taken by him to swim to a place 10 km upstream and back, which means from here he will go and to point B and back he will come back to A. That is the time that you have to find out. So for that, how our formula is going to look like d upon upstream speed plus d upon downstream speed. Okay, so this is see, basically in this formula, time formula, and on the top we have distance. So distance will always remain same, right, between the 2 points. It will not change. So that is why we have directly taken it as d. Okay, and in the denominator we have to take the speeds. Now we have two different types of speed. One is upstream speed and one is downstream speed, because when he will go from point A to B, his speed will be different, and when he will come back from B to A, his speed will be different, right? So now we have found out the correct formula. Now is our time to find out the actual values of upstream speed and downstream speed. Okay, so upstream speed, we already know the formula is B minus S. Here B value is what? M, because boat or man, here we are talking in terms of man, so I will write M value minus S value, which is the stream of speed. Okay, the speed of a stream, which is 1. So we got 1 as the value, 1 kilometer per hour. In the same way, downstream speed is, okay, sorry, so we will denote it using downstream speed, okay, something like this. So that value is what? 3 plus 2, which is 5. Okay, so now we have got the values. Now let's try to put it in this formula. So see, we are finding out T and we have the distance value as 10. Okay, so 10 by upstream speed, which is 1, plus 10 by downstream speed, which is 5. Okay, we will take the LCM, which is going to be 5. So if I will multiply 5 over here, I will get 50, and then 5 and 5 will get cancelled out here. So here it will remain 10, and in the denominator we will have 5, which will be 60 by 5. So if we will cut this off, it will be 12. Okay, so basically the correct answer for this question will be 12 hours. Okay, because it was time that was asked to us. So the correct answer will be option number C. That is 12 hours. I hope now it is very clear. In this way, we will use these formulas and solve further questions. Let's look at this question, guys. In this question, we have the question as a boat can travel with a speed of 13 km per hour in still water. The speed of the stream is 4 km per hour. Find the time taken by the boat to go 68 km downstream. So as a first step, let's note down all the data that is given to us. So the boat speed is given to us is 13 km per hour. Okay, and then we have the next data, which is speed of stream. So stream speed is given to us as 4 km per hour. Okay, then find the time taken by the boat to go 68 km downwards. So basically we need to find time taken, and then distance is also given to us, which is 68 kilometers downwards. Okay, downstream. So now again we know that the formula for speed is what? Distance upon time. So time will be what? Distance upon speed. Okay, and which speed we will take in this case? Downstream, because it is given to us in the question itself. So as a first step, our duty is to find downstream speed. Now based on the given data, we can easily find downstream speed. So downstream speed will be what? Downstream speed is equals to, downstream means adding. Okay, both the speeds will get add up. So boat speed plus stream speed. Boat speed is 13, stream speed is 4, which is going to be 17 km per hour. Okay, so now let's substitute this in the formula that we have. So distance that is given to us in the question is 68 kilometers, and then this speed that we have found, downstream speed that we have found, is 17 km per hour. Now you need to just divide it. So 17 will get easily cut directly 4 times with 68. So because 17 fours are 68. Okay, so the final answer will be 4 hours. Okay, let's see if we have that option. Yes, option number C is 4 hours. So the correct answer for this question will be option C. If you have any doubts, feel free to put it in the comment section. Moving on to the next question. Let's look at this question. First of all, we will be reading the question. A man's speed with the current is 15 km per hour and the speed of the current is 2.5 km per hour. The man's speed against the current is what? Okay, so let's note down the data which is given to us is man's speed with the current, which means what? Current here means stream only. Okay, so you don't have to get confused whenever you see the word stream. So stream and current are both interchangeable words that is mostly used in these types of questions. So here it is told is the speed of man plus the speed of current or stream is equals to 15 km per hour. Okay, this is first data which is given to us. Then the second data that is given to us is speed of the current is 2.5 km per hour, which means C value is also given to us as 2.5 km per hour, and the man's speed against the current. Now what does this mean? Man's speed against the current is nothing but the upstream. Okay, upstream is also called as speed against the current, because in upstream what we are doing, we are going in the opposite direction where the water is flowing, right? So that is what is called as man's speed against the current. So upstream formula was what? Man's speed minus current stream, right? Current speed. So see, we already have the C value, but we need to find out the value of M. Okay, once we have the value of m, we will put it in this formula and then we will finally find our answer. So what we will do, m plus c we already know is 15 and c is what, 2.5. Okay, we will substitute it here. So m value that we will be getting is 15 minus 2.5. Okay, this is going to be 12.5. okay, so we have found the value of m as 12.5. now we will put this value over here. So m value is 12.5 that we have got. C value, that is the speed of current, we have already got it in the question itself, which is 2.5. so let's subtract it. We will get the final answer as 10, which is kilometer per hour, which is the speed, okay, upstream speed or the man's speed against the current. Guys, you also have to keep on noticing one point, okay, that your values are always in the similar units, like kilometer per hour. Here also it is kilometer per hour. So that is why we are not taking care of conversion. Otherwise, if your time or some value which is not in the proper format, you need to also take care of conversion, okay, of the units. So guys, for this the correct answer will be option number C. Moving on to the next question now. Let's look at this question. The question says a boat travels upstream from B to A and downstream from A to B in 3 hours. If the speed of the boat is in still water is 9 km per hour and the speed of the current is 3 km per hour, the distance between A and B is, okay. Basically, we have this type of scenario where we have a point A and then we have a point B. The first thing that is given to us is boat is traveling upstream from B to A and then from A to B. Okay, and this total time from moving from B to A and back to B is what, 3 hours. So we have to note that the time given to us is 3 hours. Okay, first thing. If the speed of the boat in still water is 9 km per hour, which means this is what speed of boat. Okay, simple speed of boat which is given to us 9 km per hour, and the speed of current is 3 km per hour. So speed of current is nothing but stream speed. So we will note it as 3 km per hour. Okay. Now guys, let me tell you one point over here. Many students, when they will read this type of line, that is, if the speed of the boat in still water is 9 km per hour, they get confused. That is, the water is still, then do we have to subtract some value or something? No. Guys, it is just there to confuse you. You just have to note down that you are given the data that the speed of boat is 9 km per hour. You just have to note that. And you are also provided the data of speed of current or your stream, which also you have to note. Okay. Now we have to find out the distance between A and B. So in this question, we are asked distance. Okay. And we know the distance always stays same. So which formula we are going to use? We are going to use the speed formula, which is equals to speed equals to distance upon time. So if we have to find distance, it will be speed into time. Okay. Now it is not just one speed that we can take, because the time is additional. Okay. So in our previous question, we have already seen if this type of time is there, then what we do is we do this type of summation where distance upon like time is equals to what? Time is equals to distance upon speed, and we have two types of speed: upstream speed, okay, and then we have downstream speed. So first of all, let's find out upstream speed. Okay, upstream speed, which is what? Boat speed minus your current speed. Okay, so boat speed is 9, which is given to us, and current speed is 3. So 9 minus 3 is 6 km per hour. Okay, and in the same way, I will also find the downstream speed, which is 9 plus 3, which is going to be 12. Okay, simple as that. Now I will substitute these things over here. So see, my time value is already given to me. The total time is 3 hours. Okay, so I will put 3 over here. Then distance value is what I have to find. So let us suppose that D is X. Okay, for now distance is X, and here also I will put X only, because distance is always same in both the cases. Now upstream speed we have found out as 6 and downstream speed we have found out as 12. So now we just need to solve this equation, and we have to find out the value of X. How we will solve? So basically for this side I will take the LCM, which will be 12. So here I will get 2x plus x divided by 12. Okay, and 3 is on this side. Solving it further will give me 3 is equals to 3x by 12, right? So 3 ones are 3 and 3 fours are 12. So x will be what? 3 into 4, which is going to be 12. Okay, so 12 km will be your x value, and that is what we have to find, right? We were asked to find the value of distance, and distance we have assumed as x. So the correct answer for this question is 12 km, which is option number D. Okay, I hope that you were able to get this. If you have any doubts, please put it in the comment section. Moving on to the next question now. Let's look at this question now. In a stream running at 2 km per hour, a motorboat goes 10 km upstream and returns to the starting point in 55 minutes. Find out the speed of the motorboat in still water. Okay, basically we need to find out speed value in this question. Okay, and we are given some data. So first data that is given to us is stream speed. Okay, stream speed which is given to us as 2 km per hour, which we have noted. Next that we are given is boat goes 10 km upstream. Okay, which means distance is given to us as 10 kilometers. Okay, and then returns to the starting point in 55 minutes, and this is the total time which is going also and coming back also additional, which is 55 minutes. Okay, and just notice that it is given in minute. Okay, so we need to convert it to hour while we are solving the question. Okay, now we need to find the value of what, find the speed of motorboat in still water. So we need to find the s value. So see, we already have the formula. T is equals to what? Distance upon speed. Okay, which we derived from this one. Speed is equals to distance upon time. So time is what? Time is equals to distance upon speed. So we have this formula, but we know that we have two types of speed. So we will use the formula in this way, that is distance upon upstream speed and then distance upon downstream speed. Okay, and now here what we will do is we will like put all the values that we have. So distance value that is given to us is 10. So I will put 10 and 10 over here, and then time value that is given to me is 55 minutes. So now 55 minutes I have to convert it into hours. So what I will do is I will divide it by 60. Okay, so this much is done. Now what? We need to find out the upstream speed and the downstream speed. Okay, see, upstream speed is what? Upstream speed is the speed of boat minus your stream speed. But here in the question we do not have the like speed of boat, right? That is what we need to find out. So let us suppose the speed of boat is x. Okay, so x minus the stream speed, which is 2, and similarly downstream speed will be x plus 2. So here we will substitute these things, that is x minus 2 and x plus 2. Okay, now we have formulated this type of equation. We just need to solve it and we will just reach our final solution. Let's try to solve it. First of all, I will do this cut. So it will be divided by 5. So 5 ones are 5 and 5 ones are 5, and then here it will be 12. 5 12s are 60. Now we will have this thing over here, 11 by 12. Okay, and then is equals to this 10 into x plus 2 plus 10 into x minus 2 divided by x plus 2 into x minus 2. This will become what? A plus b into a minus b, which is a square minus b square. Okay, so I'm directly writing it in this way. Now I will just solve the upper portion. So 10x plus 20 plus 10x minus 20. Okay, and then on the bottom it will stay same, which is x square minus 2 square, and this side it is same, 11 divided by 12, and this 20 and this 20 will get cancelled. Further our equation will look something like this. Okay, so here now it will look something like 11 into x square minus 2 square, and this side 12 into 20x, right? Okay, let's solve it further. So 11x square minus 2 square is 4, and it will get multiplied with 11, so it will be 44, and this side it will be 240x. Okay, now finally our equation becomes something like this: 11x square minus 240x minus 44 is equals to 0. This is the quadratic equation that we have formulated. Now our duty is to find out the value of x, and once we find out the value of x, our question will be solved. Now just in case if we have forgotten, there are different ways to find out the value of x. We have this formula to solve a quadratic equation, which is x equals to minus b plus minus under root of b square minus 4ac divided by 2a. Okay, this is the formula that you can use. You can substitute the different values and then you can find out your x value. But I am going to use another way, which is like dividing it in factors and then doing it. See, so if we will multiply 44 with 11, we will have the multiplication value as 4 and then 8 and then 4. Okay, and then we have this summation as 240. So we need to find two such values which will give us the sum as 240, and which will, when multiply them, we will get the multiplication as 484. Okay, so I'm just solving it. So two such values are 11x square minus 242x plus 2x minus 44. Okay, so see, what I've done is I have divided into this way. So 242 minus 242 plus 2 is what? 240, and you will, when you will multiply 242 with 2, you will get 484. Okay, so in this way you can do it. So 11x, when you will take common, it will be x minus 22, and in this side also 2, if you will take common, x minus 22. Okay, so in this way we will get the two different values of x. One will be 22 and another will be minus 2 by 11. Okay, Since it cannot be negative, we will go with this value. So the final answer for this question will be speed of boat will be 22. Okay, 22 kilometer per hour. Okay, so speed of boat will be 22 kilometer per hour. Let's see if we have that option. Yes, option B, we have 22 kilometer per hour. So the correct answer for this question will be option number B. I hope it is clear. Let's now move on to the next question. Okay, so we have this next question given to us as the speed of current is 5 kilometer per hour. A motorboat goes 10 kilometer upstream and back again to starting point in 50 minutes. Okay, the speed in kilometer per hour of the motorboat in still water is, we have to find that. Okay, what we have to find is we need to find the speed of motorboat. Okay, the similar kind of question. Let's first of all note the data which is given to us. Speed of stream or current which is given to us as 5 kilometer per hour. Okay, that we have noted. Next thing that is given to us is a motorboat goes 10 kilometer upstream and back again to the starting point in 50 minutes. 10 kilometer upstream means what? Distance. Okay, this is the distance value which is 10 kilometer, and then time which is given to us is 50 minutes. Okay, 50 minutes is the time given. Just note that it is given in minutes, so it is our duty to convert it into hour. Okay, while we are solving the question, let's try to solve it. Okay, so we know that speed is equals to distance upon time. So time is what? Distance upon speed. But here we have two speeds, so we will use this formula, which is distance upon upstream speed plus distance upon downstream speed. Okay, now time is given to us as 50 minutes. So what we will do, 50 upon 60, because we have to convert it into hour. Then distance is given to us as 10 and 10 over here also. Okay, now downstream speed and upstream speed value we do not have. So let's first of all find out that. Okay, see, for upstream speed we know the formula is what? Boat speed minus, like, you know, the speed of stream. So boat speed only we have to find out. So like I am assuming boat speed as x for now, and then the stream speed is given to us as 5. In the same way, downstream speed I am calculating as x plus 5. Okay, simple as that. I am putting these values over here, x minus 5 and x plus 5, and now I will solve my equation. See, let's start solving this equation. What I will do is I will multiply 10 into x plus 5 plus 10 into x minus 5. Okay, and then divided by a plus b. A minus b becomes a square minus b square. Okay, I'm just writing it in one single line. 50 by 60. Solving further, 10x plus 50 plus 10x minus 50. Okay, divided by x square minus 5 square stays same. 50 by 60 stays same on this side. 50 will get cancelled with 50. We will have something like this on this side. Okay, so this x square minus okay, I'm just simplifying on this side also. We will be left with 5 into x square minus 5 square this side, and then this 6 will go on there. Okay, so here in this side will be 6 into 10x plus 10x, which is 20x. So solving it further will give us x 5x square minus 5 5s are 25. 25 multiplied by 5 will be 125. Okay, 125 x. Okay, not x, simply 125, and this side 120x. Okay, solving it further. Now we already have our quadratic equation, which is 50x square minus 120x minus 125, which is equals to 0. Now our duty is to solve it. Okay, so now to simplify it, what I will do, I will just divide the whole equation with like 5, because you know all are multiples of 5. So it will further get simplified to x square minus 24x minus 25, which is equals to 0. Now what I will do, I will just do similarly solve it in the same way. I will take the factors. So it will be, see, we need two such digits for which the sum is 24 and the sum is minus 24 and the multiplication is minus 25. So what I will do is I will take minus 25x plus x minus 25. So if you will notice, it will successfully satisfy the condition. X will come common, so we will be left with x minus 25, and here also x will come common, so we will be left with x minus 25. Okay, so we will just have the x value as 25 in this case. So the correct answer for the speed of boat in this case will be 25 kilometer per hour. In this case, that option is option number C. So the correct answer for this question will be option number C, 25 kilometer per hour, which is the speed of our boat. Moving on to the next question. Let's look at this question. The question says, a man can row 30 km downstream and return in a total of 8 hours. If the speed of the boat in still water is 4 times the speed of the current, then speed of the current is what? Okay, so basically we need to find out the speed of the current or stream. Let's first note down the data that is given to us. A man can row 30 kilometer. Okay, so this means that this is the distance given to us. So distance is 30 kilometer and return in a total of 8 hours. So which means time is given to us as 8 hours. Okay, if the speed of boat in still water is 4 times the speed of current, okay, and then the speed of the current is what? So see guys, in this case we are not given the actual speeds of the boat and the current, we are just given the relation between them. So let us assume the boat speed is, let boat speed be x, okay, and then current speed or stream speed, anything you can say, be y. Okay, so I am assuming that x is my boat speed and current speed as y, and now I will formulate this. If the speed of boat in still water is 4 times the speed of current, which means what we can say, speed of boat, which is x, is equals to 4 times the speed of current. Okay, so this is one like equation that we have formulated based on the given data. Then the speed of the current is what? So we need to find out the y value. Okay, because y is what we have assumed the current speed. See guys, so we have the time value. So what we will do, we will just use the formula speed is equals to distance upon time. So time is what? Time is distance upon speed. Okay, but since we have two different types of speeds, what we will do this formula in this way: distance upon upstream speed plus distance upon downstream speed. Okay, and here I will substitute the values. So time is 8 hours, distance is 30 kilometer, so 30 plus 30, and upstream and downstream values. See guys, upstream value is what? Upstream value is boat value, which is x minus y, okay, which is our current value. And the same way, downstream value is, downstream speed is what? X plus y. Now guys, we have x value in terms of y, so I will substitute that only over here. So if I put 4y in terms of x over here, it will be 4y minus y, which becomes 3y. In the same way, if I will substitute x with 4y over here, 4y plus y is 5y. Okay, so I've got the value of upstream as 3y, which I will put here, and then downstream as 5y, which I will put it over here. Now my duty is to solve this equation and get the value of y. I will first of all, simplify it. 3 times 10 and then 5 6 are 30. So our equation is something like this now. 8 equals to 10 plus 6 divided by y. Okay, which is equal, which we can write it something like this: 16 by 8. Okay, I will take y over there and then 8 on the bottom, and then 10 plus 6, which is 16. 8 twice are 16, right? So 2 is the value that we have found for y. So the correct answer for this question will be, the speed of the current is 2 km per hour. Okay, so guys, in this way you can find out the y value which was asked, which is the speed of the current. Let's see if we have that option. Yes, option A is correct. So the correct answer for this question will be option A. So guys, I hope you have found it. Let's now move on to the next question. So guys, so far we have solved a lot of questions. Now I have one question for all of you. This is a DIY question. DIY as in do it yourself. I will not be solving this question over here. We have already solved a sufficient amount of questions. I want all of you to solve this question by your own if you are watching the video till here, and write down the answer of it in the comment section. Don't think that others are going to comment, so I don't need to comment. If you are genuinely watching all the videos, and if you have already watched the video so far till here, then please make sure that you attempt this question and write down it in the comment section. Let's read the question now. A motorboat can travel at 10 km per hour in still water. This is in, okay, if travel 91 km downstream in a river and then return to the same place, taking altogether 20 hours, find the rate of the flow of river. Okay, and we have different options. So guys, this is a very basic question. We have already solved the same exact type of question, so it should not be hard. Make sure to attempt this question and write down its answer in the comment section. So that's all for today guys. I hope you found the video helpful. If you have any doubts, please let me know in the comment section. Make sure to join me on Telegram and Instagram as well. You can ask your queries in the Instagram DM as well, and if you need any content, you can request it on our Telegram channel. Make sure to subscribe to the channel if you haven't done yet to receive all the latest regular updates. I regularly post off-campus drives and preparation related videos for placements on my channel. So that's all for today's video. Thanks for watching the video.